I'm pleased to introduce Timothy Gaston, until now Councillor Timothy Gaston, as my successor for the TUV seat in North Antrim. Timothy is no stranger to the rough and tumble of politics. He's been a councillor for 11 years, first in Ballymena Borough Council and then in Mid and East Antrim Borough Council, where he has been the scourge of squander and the scourge of mismanagement. And therefore he has had a long and effective apprenticeship in terms of facing down the scourge and mismanagement of this place, which will even excel that of the councils. So I wish to wish him well. I leave this place with mixed feelings, but honoured by the people of North Antrim to be sent to represent them in the Mother of Parliaments, where I will seek to do that as I sought to represent them here, and look forward to the years ahead and to seeking to effectively deliver for our constituents and to hold to account those who doubtlessly need held to account in many regards. So, Timothy, very welcome, and I look forward to good reports and to the day when they'll say, "Oh, get rid of that man McGaston, bring back Alistair, please."
Well, thank you very much, Jim. The apprenticeship's over. It's now first day on the job, and I'm humbled to be chosen by the party, the branch locally and the party officers, to serve the people in North Antrim. And what a couple of weeks it's been for TUV in North Antrim, and I look forward to working with the Right Honourable Member for North Antrim, Jim Alistair, as he starts off in the Commons. I myself will start off in Stormont. Like Jim, I leave council with mixed feelings. There is plenty of work still to be done in Mid and East Antrim, and I won't shy away from that even as I take up the new role. But as I have done in Chamber and Ballymena, I will bring that enthusiasm to the Stormont benches. There's much scrutiny to be had. TUV hasn't shied away from that in the past, and I look forward to continuing the hard work that Jim has done. He has an excellent reputation, has an excellent standing as we walk around the building with the staff and with the people in North Antrim, and I look forward to continuing the hard work that he has done, both at a hard-working constituency level and also in the chamber to hold people to account. That's where I see my role, and I certainly will not be found wanting in asking the hard questions.
Thank you.
Oh, absolutely. The hard work will continue on that, and I will not shy away from asking the hard questions and challenging those of squander, challenging those that have let down unionism, and it will be much more of the same.
Jim, who knows what is next in the future, but what legacy do you think you leave behind here at Stormont?
Well, that's probably for others to judge rather than me, but I would certainly like to be judged on the basis that I brought honesty and integrity to politics at Stormont, that I shone a strong light into the dark corners of Stormont, that I exposed that which needed to be exposed, and that at the same time I strongly represented the interests and needs of my constituents. So all of that would be a satisfactory epitaph to my time in Stormont.
Timothy, Jim Alistair has been a high-profile presence in the Assembly, so how are you going to keep up that level of public profile for TUV and Stormont? And then for Jim Alistair, is there any decision on whether you're going to be taking the Reform UK party whip at Westminster, or when do you intend to make a decision on that, or what are the issues at play there?
Well, come September, given the first opportunity, I intend to rise to my feet and carry on where Jim has left off, as I regularly do in council. I have been the voice on the front foot to challenge the squander. And very much when it comes to either rollover unionism or mismanagement of public finances, I want to be the one within the Stormont chambers raising them hard questions.
In terms of the parliamentary situation, the answer going forward is found in the Memorandum of Understanding that my party entered with Reform at our party conference back in March, that not only bound us to the mutual defence of certain principles and stands, it also included within that an indication that any MPs elected would pursue a common whip in pursuit of those unifying issues. And therefore I would anticipate that being fulfilled insofar as the issues that were identified within the Memorandum of Understanding are concerned. So the way it would work would be something like this. I would anticipate taking the Reform Whip on those agreed issues, but I would continue as the TUV Member of Parliament for North Antrim. There are parallels. Stephen Farry, I understand, took the Liberal Democrat Whip, but continued to be the Alliance MP, and likewise I would continue to be the TUV MP and leader in the House of Commons, so the two will work in tandem.
Inside into that initial conversation with Nigel Farage, what are your thoughts of Parliament, given that
Well, it was a good-humoured conversation. You must remember I know Nigel Farage from the 5 years I spent with him in the European Parliament, where we fought many battles together, and indeed his first words were a reminder of that. And I of course, said, as I said I would say to him, that here I was, in spite of him. He took that in good heart, as I knew he would, and we had constructive and pleasant conversations on that day and since. So I don't see a difficulty working with Nigel Farage. I've done so in the past, and I've no doubt I will continue to do so in the future, because, you know, the common thread is a commitment to our union, a belief in the integrity of the United Kingdom, and a belief that Northern Ireland needs to be governed as a part of the United Kingdom, not as some adjunct of the EU.
Jim, you would have heard Ben Habib's comments yesterday when he sort of suggested a call for a wider sort of alignment or coalition of unionists on the benches in terms of reform, yourself, DUP, UP and allocation. What do you think of that?
Well, I think as an ideal that would be desirable, but that depends upon all other component parts, and I would be pleasantly surprised if that came about. But, you know, I think the stronger the voice of unionism, those who are unashamedly unionist, the stronger that voice is in the Commons and indeed in the Lords, the better. So, and the more organised and unified it is, the better as well. But I can't deliver for others. I can only speak for myself.
And just one point of clarity in regard to your explanation of your intention in terms of the reform. The arrangement that you're laying out, does that mean you would retain your speaking rights?
Yes.
TUV leader?
Yes.
Okay, so you're TUV leader, but you take the reform on the issues that essentially were set out in the memorandum of understanding.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
What was the decision-making process like for choosing Timothy as your successor?
Well, the decision process was what you'd expect within the democratic processes of a party. There was a meeting of North Antrim membership and then endorsement by the party officers, such as